We were just 10 days from the wedding. 10 days from the moment I believed our life together would officially begin. Relatives had already arrived from several cities. Hotels were booked. Deposits were paid. The venue, the place we dreamed about for months was set. Everything was lined up perfectly. Everyone seemed thrilled, or so I thought. Her name was Ka. We met 4 years earlier at a charity gala I almost skipped. She was captivating, poised, quick-minded, effortlessly magnetic. She challenged me in ways no one had before, and I fell for her nearly instantly. We grew close quickly, close enough that we could finish each other's sentences. We got through job losses, family crises, even a hard stretch during the pandemic. At least I believed we had survived it. Together, 2 weeks before the wedding, something in her began to shift. Ka grew tense, easily irritated, snapping at the slightest thing. She blamed it on wedding chaos, a ruined dress fitting, her mother hovering too much. I tried my best to help. I picked up more planning tasks, reassured her often, told her she didn't need to carry everything alone. Convinced myself it would pass. Then came the night everything unraveled. Was a Saturday. Her friends arranged a quiet, simple bachelorette dinner. No clubs, no wild celebration. At least, that was the version she gave me. Picked her up around 11 p.m. She was clearly tipsy, not out of control, just louder than usual, mood swinging in small bursts. On the drive home, she kept glancing at her phone, chuckling at something. I asked who she was talking to. She brushed it aside. Nobody. I let it go, but minutes later, her screen lit up again and I caught the name Alex, her ex from 3 years back. I didn't jump to accusations. I asked calmly, "Why is he messaging you this late?" She sighed sharply. "He congratulated me on the wedding. Don't go getting insecure." Her words hit like a punch. We argued, not screaming, just strained. I told her it wasn't appropriate to be texting an ex right before our wedding. She rolled her eyes, muttered something under her breath. When I asked what she'd said, she turned, locked eyes with me, and slapped me. The blow wasn't only on my cheek. It stunned something deep inside me. I pulled over, staring straight ahead, frozen. She didn't apologize, not even a flicker of remorse. She crossed her arms and said, "You're overreacting." That was the instant everything in me shifted. I drove her to her apartment, let her out, and didn't say another word. That night, I went back to my old place, the one I hadn't fully moved out of yet. And the next morning, I started making calls. My best man, my parents, the wedding planner. I canceled everything. Word spread fast. Her family was furious. Her friends said I was blowing it out of proportion. But Ka herself stayed silent for 3 days. Then came the first message. "I'm sorry. I was drunk and overwhelmed. Can we talk?" I ignored it. Then came the calls, the voicemails, mutual friends, telling me she was falling apart. A week later, she showed up outside my door in tears, begging for forgiveness, saying she snapped, that it meant nothing, that she couldn't imagine her life without me. I believe her regret was real, but some things cross a boundary you can't return from. I wasn't flawless. I made my share of mistakes, but I never raised a hand to her. And the way she hit me and then dismissed it like it was nothing shattered something that couldn't be repaired. I knew then I couldn't go back, no matter how desperately she pleaded. I walked away from a future I had pictured in detail. I'm not angry anymore. I'm simply clear. I'd rather face the pain of letting go than stay with someone who thinks it's acceptable to hurt me when emotions run high. She still tries to reach out. Maybe someday I'll answer, not to rekindle anything, but to tell her I've forgiven her, even though the memory will never fully fade. Looking back, it wasn't just the slap. It was realizing that love without respect is already crumbling. You can plan the perfect ceremony, arrange every detail, make every promise sound beautiful, but none of it means anything if your partner doesn't value your dignity. Ka made her choice in a moment of rage. I made mine in a moment of truth. Walking away wasn't simple. Cost me money, memories, and the future I thought I wanted. But it gave me something far more important: peace, self-worth, and the understanding that sometimes loving yourself requires leaving. Maybe she's changed. Maybe her remorse is genuine. But I'm not the man I was before that night. I didn't lose a fiancé. I found myself. And that's a lesson I'll carry for the rest of my life.